All conversations, including this podcast, are meant to be viewed as improvisational theater/comedy and are not inherently truthful to reality unless otherwise specified. In addition, all drug use included in this media is imitation for the sake of evolving a plot theatrically. And welcome to the Bool Zone.
Welcome to the Bool Zone,
Welcome.
guys. Welcome. So,
My phone was...
how are you guys? Everyone asks, where are the boys, but never how are the boys. I know we've been hanging out quite some time before this started.
And before the last podcast, it was a month between podcasts, so we took a little bit of a break.
I've been on several
The
vacations.
boys are good.
3 of them since I was on this podcast.
That's a lot of vacations. How are you taking that many days off? I don't get it.
3 of them. I just work them into my schedule really smart.
Yeah.
Like 2 on the end of one week and 1 on the end of the next week. And
Oh, so it's like weekend rollover. Yeah.
How do you do that?
He's just like using PTO.
Yeah.
Right?
Damn, I need to do that.
no, it's just my normal. I get paid the same amount because I work the same amount of hours. I'm just taking all of the days off that I get in each week back to back.
Oh, so like it's hours and then you fill in the hours. So it's like you're front loading them and then you go back later and makes sense.
Absolutely.
God.
Just work startup hours. They're nice and fun.
That's very interesting.
I don't sleep anymore.
Okay, that's kind of scary.
You don't either, Brandon. Shut the fuck up. What time did you go to bed last night, Brandon? You want to play this game?
5:34 a.m.
And what time did you wake up?
No, it
Brandon?
was last night. Last night I went to bed at 1, and it was like 1:30. No, 2. It was 2, and I had to wake up at 5:30. So I got a couple hours.
That's pretty good.
And then I came home and took a nap.
All right, you see, the nap fills it in, right? I use caffeine, but you can use naps, I guess.
There was a bang. Oh shit! There's a bang in my car. Oh, this is such an awful start.
You want to
but guys, you know what? No, hell no. No, this is
it's a bunch of dudes
all.
hanging out.
I literally forgot we were recording this. So, boys, I have my lovely guest here. What is up? We have Kieran, big producer.
Shit.
Damn, what a handsome fella. I have my big homie Isaiah, or Mydos. Say what's up. Okay, actually, I like that. And then we have, last but not least, Parker right here.
What's up, baby?
My little brother Parker.
The
Bro,
most
we cuddled.
photogenic person in our friend
Yeah,
group.
dude. Oh, alright. You know what?
You want to get
All
right
right,
into the
so-
cuddling?
Alright, let's get right into it. Alright. Parker, little spoon. Alright,
Unsurprised. That does not shock me in the
So-
slightest.
I'm telling you, when Parker was in the bed next to me, it
Wait,
was-
hold on.
Yeah, okay, let's add some context real quick.
Hold on. Time out.
3 of the
Time
people
out,
in this
man.
call went on a trip that I didn't get to go on, and now I'd like to hear the stories of that trip.
So, we all, it was me. All right, so the trip was to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It was June 23rd. Since our buddy already, down in the area, we were coming to doing a little boys meetup in Myrtle. So, consisted of me, Parker, Isaiah, Cass, Finn. Wait.
That's everyone other than
Wait,
Greg.
is it- Oh yeah, and I mentioned Greg. Yeah, Greg. Homeboy Greg. Yeah, Greg already lives in Myrtle.
Yes,
So we were all doing a little meetup, and that's kind of sick. None of us has ever met each other. Like Finn and Cass have been friends, never met each other. I've never met any of you motherfuckers. So that's hella sick.
To be clear, it wasn't
And,
like a convenient location for anyone but Greg.
No.
Like, Parker went
Absolutely
from
not.
California,
It was
Cass
worth it,
from
though.
Oregon, like...
Yeah,
they all fucking...
Bro.
Yeah,
So-
from-
okay.
yeah.
Oregon.
So I live in New Jersey, so it's not too bad of a flight, It was like an hour or something, like hour and change. So I got there via plane.
Early in the
Parker,
morning.
Yeah, very very early in the
Early
trip.
in the
I
morning.
was in South Carolina at like 9 o'clock in the morning or something. It
You
was
took like
so
the
early.
commuter.
I was the next person to show up. That was like what 5:30 p.m.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Like,
like
That was yeah.
most of the day later,
Yeah, the day
it was
to
just you
yourself.
and Greg chilling for a day,
I went on a date with Greg that day.
pretty
that was
much.
a date.
And then, who showed up next? It was Cass,
Next was
right? You picked
Cass.
up Cass,
Yeah,
like
Cat. Our
2
buddy
hours later?
Cass.
7 o'clock, I think, 7:30.
Yeah, it was about 2 hours later. There were like 2 hour gaps between. Well, 2 hour gaps between like the first couple.
Yeah.
So, Cass, our buddy,
Then
was.
we got
Wait.
food, right? Sorry.
Just pushing through, just steaming right along.
Yeah.
And then I showed up.
Oh wait, hold
At
on.
11
Relax.
p.m.
Relax. Hold on. Our buddy Cass was doing a road trip. Decided to do a bunch of just like a major detour, and just come hang out with us.
I think I did the math. He drove the equivalent of the Atlantic Ocean. Like if he drove from here to Germany like 4 times, he still wouldn't quite make it. Like and back. He drove a fucking ton of miles.
It was like 17 days before he got there because since he worked
Mhm.
into his road trip, like literally 17 days of driving.
crazy
Mhm.
fuck. I don't know how he did
so
it.
insane. Dude, that Volvo was sick. But yeah. So then we got food. We got we got cookout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got cookout. So for the wait, Kieran, do you know what cookout is?
Yeah, of course. You guys
Yeah.
probably would have one down like a what? It's on 504.
Oh wait, yeah, you
It's like,
used to
yeah,
live there.
It's on I-5. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
lived in
like on
Myrtle
the-
for 8 years,
yeah.
so I actually
Yeah.
it's unfortunate I didn't get to go. But.
So cookout for I guess if anyone's listening that doesn't know, is like this barbecue place, and they have like these sandwiches
call
and
it
like
that.
corn.
It's shitty
Isn't that
American
barbecue?
food. It's like burgers and hot dogs.
Yeah,
It's milkshakes.
but it's like
Burgers and
what you make on a
corn dogs,
barbecue.
burgers.
You know, yeah, corn dogs,
Yeah.
burgers, and you get like a tray and then like 2 sides. So you'd get like a burger and then like a corn dog and then like something else.
I've never seen a corn dog as a side before. Corn dogs are normally like this
Really?
long.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't know, they're like short.
They're like this long. They're small.
yeah, dude. I had never had a corn dog up until that moment.
Ever?
They're
Really?
life changing, aren't
They
they?
were not real. Nah, I've
No,
never,
they're
seen,
life-changing.
never even,
That's still-
never even
still
seen a
baffles me.
corn dog in person up until that moment.
Life
I was like,
changing,
they're
Brandon,
not real.
wasn't it?
They're
I was
like,
like, yeah,
not
they're
worth the
amazing.
hype. I don't think they're
No,
that
dude,
good.
they were worth the hype.
Really?
I
It's
would
just like some
literally-
batter out
I
of
would
hot
literally
dog, man.
deep throat them with the fucking stick.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I can eat as many corn dogs as I want and just, feel good. But if I eat one hot dog, my tummy aches.
Yes, but that's the amount of bread in the hot dog. I will eat literally one hot
Oh,
dog
yeah.
with the bun, and then like 4 more just hot dogs, just because the
That's
bun's like
disgusting.
it's great.
Stop
See,
eating-
no, that's the move.
That's the
You
move,
eat
'cause you
the-
don't
eat
swallowing
the
feel
so
hot
many
dog.
wieners. Kieran, stop swallowing so
Look,
many
I'm
wieners.
just an aficionado at getting the most amount of wieners as I can into myself as efficiently
Yeah,
as possible.
he's
It is
just a-
truly like my life
Listen,
goal.
King wing.
he's got Vienna sausages hiding somewhere,
Exactly.
practicing.
Mini wheeze. You gotta guess where.
Weenies.
You gotta get-
So we had
guess where.
cookout.
Yeah, we got
That was
cookout.
great.
Cookout was and the greatest part. So you would get like a quarter pounder sandwich, and then you could get 2 corn dogs and like a soda, and the total was like fucking $7 and
That's true.
change.
It's
So
great
cheap.
drunk college student food.
I don't think there was
Oh,
a
that's
single
like
time
all I see it as.
we went there where I didn't get an Oreo shake.
It was so good. And after that, yeah, the next was Isaiah to come in.
I came in at 11 o'clock at night.
Fucking 11
Long drive.
So Isaiah came in at 11.
The funniest
And-
fucking thing ever, though, because I like walk up to the car. Brandon's like, "Yo, that's you, ain't it?" Because I'm dressed in this long sleeve shirt in the middle of the fucking summer.
Yeah, Myrtle's not the
How-
place for that.
How did the four
hot
of
and
us fit
humid?
into a car?
We didn't, Parker. I was sitting on you.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but that was just like an afternoon
I
for
got
Parker.
in
Like that
in the
that's not-
car.
I got
I don't
into
know
the
how that
back
works
seat.
somehow.
I got into
Yeah, that
the
was sick
back
as
seat
fuck.
of Greg's fucking car, and I'm this giant. I'm 6'1" and I weigh 260 pounds. I'm a big fucking guy.
And
And-
Cass is 6 foot, right?
Yeah, Cass is the same
Yeah,
height as me. He doesn't weigh as much, but he's still a big guy too. And Parker's just like middle of
Parker's 5'7".
I'm like, all right, I'm taking the minimal space I can.
I was
Dude.
literally sitting sideways against the door trying not to crush Parker, and I was still crushing Parker.
And then last to come in was like Finn, like fucking middle of the night.
2 a.m.
2 a.m, yeah.
You know
Because
why? It's because he slept until fucking like 2 p.m. It's a 12-hour drive.
Well, he said he was gonna leave at 2, and he left at like not 2.
He said he was what 30 minutes away at 2 hours before he got there.
Nice.
Yes, he did.
And then I said, no, it's going to take another 2 hours.
Dude, Finn operates on drug dealer time.
Yeah.
I love it. It's
Finn will
just so
hit you
funny.
up like 4 days later, be like, "Hey, you still
Yeah.
looking?
Did you
Get
you hit me up, right?
Yeah.
Right? I think I got your voice, like 39 voicemails. But so hold on. Let me reel it back. So I got there at buttfuck dawn, like 9 o'clock in the morning. So I got to like hang out with Greg the entire day. So I got lost in the airport. I don't know how the fuck Parker got out so fast.
Dude,
It's not a complicated
You turn
airport.
to the side.
Well, so listen,
there's a big door.
alright, so listen, it was
And
a
it says
50-50,
exit.
right? It was a 50-50 shot, all right? Listen, I walked out of the terminal. I walked left, which I should have gone right. I walked left, and then I literally walked down to where like TSA is screening new people, and I was like, I probably shouldn't be here. I was like, I'm gonna walk the other way.
It's a large airport, but like for being an
It's not very
international
big.
airport, it's not that big. Like
No, it's very small.
it used to be a military base. That's a military runway and airport, technically.
That's cool.
But
Yeah, you see, I got on my airplane at DFW. So when I got off of my airplane, I was like, this is the smallest like fucking airport I've ever seen in my life.
Compared to
Because I
Dallas
got
Fort
on
Worth.
at DFW.
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Same feeling from LAX.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no fucking
yeah,
joke.
both of you.
Like this is tiny. And the funniest thing was there were arrows pointing you the direction towards the exit as soon as you walked out of the terminal. And Brandon was just like, "What are those arrows pointing at?" And turned the other direction.
Dude, I didn't see it. Listen, man.
Brandon's like, connection. That must be connection to the outside world, right? We gotta go that way.
Bro, alright, listen here, motherfuckers. Before I left, I literally ripped a dab. It's only an hour flight. I was still cooked when I got off the plane.
You could smell the McDonald's going the other direction.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like,
There's
where
a
do I
Wendy's in
even
that.
go?
Yeah, there's a Wendy's in that fucking airport. Just like gravitating towards that.
Fuck no, dude. Last time I bought anything at the airport, it was like a White Claw and a water, and it was like, I don't know, like $18 or some shit.
Yeah, Washington Dulles. So, can I explain real quick the reason I didn't go on the trip? I would have fucking loved to have. However, I work at a tech company. We had our return to office, going back into the office from like everybody working from home because of COVID. That lasted all of 2 weeks. My desktop's already back there, but we had our return to office, and like I had to be there that Monday. And then that Wednesday, I had a flight to Amsterdam in Germany. So my schedule was fucking booked, and I would have loved to have gone, and now I'm just hearing the stories. But we're still doing Cali. So
Of course.
100%. That way I don't have to spend
Yes.
$600 on a plane ticket.
yeah, no, instead you can buy my plane ticket, Parker.
Yo, but trying to let me, you want to go round 2 of the,
yeah, Parker, will you take?
sleep in the same bed as Parker?
Will you
Yo, I
partake?
got spare beds in my. I got a spare bed in my room. We got air mattresses. My parents legit said that if you guys need a place to crash and you fail to get some places, they will book a hotel room and then just let you guys all stay here.
Really?
So
that's so.
Yo,
I will be the Greg.
Parker Greg 2.0.
Greg 2.0. That'd be so sick.
I mean, but it's LA. There's
Greg's
a lot
parents
of
are
rentals, more than Myrtle. We can get a
lovely,
house.
by the way.
Dude,
They're
Greg's
awesome.
parents,
Yeah.
I can see why Greg is such a fucking sweetheart, dude. His
Oh my
parents
God.
are so nice. His parents are so nice, dude. Bro, alright, so okay,
We'll talk
hold
about
on,
his
hold on.
house or wait on that.
No, I'm down to talk about his house, but alright, so that was like the end of day 1. We all rounding up the boys, took 9 million years,
Yeah.
that whole deal.
Got back to the
So-
hotel room. We were expecting this, like we had booked the penthouse, and
It's
they had
Myrtle.
got
There are no
Oh yeah,
penthouses.
Yeah, they got to the hotel and they were like, "Oh, the elevator's broken," so we had to walk up 6 flights of fucking stairs every time. Every time
can't
we went
even
up or down 6 flights of fucking stairs.
I can't even begin to say how many times we went up and down because it was at least 4 times a day we would go up and down.
You guys
stairs.
got a lot of steps in, and at the end of the day, physical exercise.
I was wearing Chuck Taylors the entire time.
I
was not enjoying myself.
And then you had me over here like jumping 3 steps at a time, just being like, "Go, let's go, boys!"
Me and Parker just running up the stairs like little kids.
Yeah,
it was terrible.
The only way to go upstairs.
Really terrible.
Dude.
I feel like Myrtle's very kind of the same amount of dodgy and rundown as like Atlantic City is. It's the same sort of.
Wait, have you been to Atlantic City?
I have heard stories of Atlantic City, and it sounds very, very similar.
I got the same vibes from Myrtle, like walking around Myrtle as like walking down like the boardwalk.
It's like just kind of like gross, the same but vibes. Not like not gross, but a little off.
Listen, it's like.
If you had a family, I don't know if I'd want to stay there. You know what I mean?
It's like, listen, man, if you took a picture, it's like, yeah, that looks pretty, that's like cute. But if you like zoom in, then you like,
hey, that is a homeless guy doing heroin and trash on the ground.
Yeah, literally. Because like, you go to the AC board because, I'm very close to AC. I love going to the beach. Beach is hella sick. But it's like, yeah, man, if you look under the boardwalk, sometimes you see a hobo just under the boardwalk. Sometimes he's just pissing. It just happens.
Let's getting off topic.
Yeah, sorry.
Day 2. Very off topic.
Day 2, we all wake up because Finn's like, let's go eat breakfast at IHOP. And apparently breakfast for Finn is at like 2 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
No,
we all got up at like 2 p.m. though.
Yeah. Dude, every night. So, yeah, every night when everyone fell asleep, me and Finn would play just Smash and get drunk. So it's like, that's why we were waking up at, we were going to sleep at like 6 a.m.
Greg, who had a house to go to, would stay in the hotel room with us. He would sleep on the same bed as Isaiah here, and then I would pass out on the bed that they were sitting on playing.
The absolute
Smash.
Worst bedmate I have ever had in my life was Greg. Bro. Every single day, I said earlier, I'm 6'1". I'm 6.
Yeah, hold on a second. Why did you have the 2 5'7s bunking together?
Well, Greg is also small.
Yeah, Greg's 5'9".
Oh, okay, I thought he was like 6'2".
Okay,
no. But so like I'm 6'1" and I'm like broad. I'm a big guy, and I'm laying on this bed in like a 12-inch section of the bed while Greg is fucking sprawled out across the entire.
No, that's a lie.
No,
that's a lie. That's a lie because Greg sleeps like a fucking dead person.
He sleeps like a fairy princess, like Sleeping fucking Beauty, bro. Arms to the chest like this or folded, and just lays on his back.
Greg falls asleep. He was laying just
That's like how old people fall asleep, man. They all like. Every time I've seen like an old person fall asleep, they're just like they do this. They're like, I mean, Greg gives us old person vibes anyway, but like.
Greg, yeah. I mean, we literally all call him Old Greg. So.
Yeah.
So we wished him happy birthday and told him,
every Thursday.
How does it feel to be geriatric, Greg?
Oh no, Jerry G. But so day 2 breakfast IHOP is alright,
Chicken and waffles, bro.
Yo, hold on, that changed my life.
Have you never had chicken and waffles before?
Dude,
it's a very southern thing. It's so fucking good.
He's never had chicken and waffles.
Who was
never
it
had
that got pancakes and waffles? Because I was ready to fight him.
It was Greg.
That was whoever sat to the right of me, Greg.
It's a very old person meal too, isn't it?
I was like, you get chicken with the waffles, not chicken with the pancakes. It's weird. It's no crunchiness. Nah,
dude.
Yeah, we got. I up at 2:00.
Breakfast for lunch,
and then lunch for dinner. No meal for actual dinner.
Yeah, we starving.
Bunch of truly.
We had like 3 bags of chips that we were just all just munching from.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's the thing about Cali. We're gonna cook. We're gonna go all out.
Dude, I didn't know Circle K has sold fucking liquor, dude. There's like a beer walk-in cooler. And it's 24/7.
Everywhere in Myrtle sells liquor.
That was because Finn came in so late day one. We didn't have alk, and we just went to some rando place and it just had alk.
Is that like
So
not
many places
common?
there had walk-in coolers. It was really
Because
strange.
like Virginia and
Wait,
South
what?
Carolina are very similar in that I've never been to like a gas station that didn't have a booze section,
Mhm.
like actual.
I mean, yeah,
like,
that's how it is in
actual
Texas too.
Yeah,
You can't have them here. There's none. Like
Really?
Wawa doesn't have them. 7-Elevens don't have them.
yeah, because like 7-Eleven here has like a shelf of shitty vodkas and tequilas.
Fuck. Every convenience store you go to down
Oh,
here
yeah.
has an entire shelf dedicated to fucking wine.
That's true,
Just-
but it's all
just
like
wine.
really cheap, like
Pinot.
suspiciously cheap wines, like $2 a bottle. I'm like, oh, that's
Ew.
those grapes were not aged at all.
Those are raisins, sir. Those are raisins. I can
Those
hear them
are-
rattling
the
around.
grapes already
Bro,
aged in another barrel.
They're just like, what brand of wine did you get? Raisin Bran.
Raisin Bran. But
Speaking of weirdness, the trucks
Yeah,
in Myrtle.
yeah, there's a lot of those
the
too.
truck.
There's a lot of
in
super
Myrtle.
ones.
Discussion with my
the
sister.
Carolina squat.
The
The
Carolina,
Carolina
squad.
squat.
You see any truck nuts while you're there?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Mhm,
You
were
would see
truck
like
nuts,
a
but
squad of like 4 go by. They would have lowered back half, raised front half, deep dish rims with LEDs inside, and they would all sound like sport, like actual race cars just going by. I'm like,
so
how do you even see where you're going?
my sister and her girlfriend lived in Virginia, and her girlfriend's family is from North Carolina, and apparently in North Carolina that type of car is illegal. You cannot have the
That car's-
Carolina squat on your car.
That car's probably
Well, the
illegal in South Carolina.
Yeah, actually,
I
no,
would
there
assume
are
that
no
there's so
car
many that
inspections in
can't
South
really-
Carolina. So, like in Virginia, every year you have to get your car inspected. In South Carolina, that's not a thing. If it starts, it's fine. It is road legal in that state. Yeah.
Oh my god.
There is nothing illegal in South Carolina.
I'm moving to
in terms
South
of the road.
Carolina.
The
what
roads
the
are also
fuck?
dog shit. There are potholes everywhere, but
Yeah, but that's because people are just fucking up the road with their shit boxes.
they're uninspected cars. That's fucking,
Scraping their rear axle against the ground.
no.
Yeah, literally blowing up the floor. All right, so yeah, the Carolina squat, odd phenomenon. A lot of RGB underglow on trucks.
It's a weird combo.
Didn't know people were doing that. Kind of weird. But we went on a hike. We went on like multiple hikes, like through nature, and then just like walking around all of like the attractions and shit. But what'd you guys think about the fucking? I wish we had to see the castle, but like that little pier thing that we
So,
walked out on.
That's Huntington
There
State
were
That
Park.
was
But-
I think-
genuinely beautiful.
It was the same one as the castle, but
Yeah.
if you walked straight away from the castle place, it would be like this little like gazebo out on the water.
Well, you had
There
to
was
walk down
a
like a
little mini
dirt
trail
path.
to get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's all in Huntington State Park. Like that is one
Mhm.
massive
And-
state park.
yeah. all the like the sun was like just setting. Like it wasn't under but yet, but you had the perfect like glow. We were just looking out. Like
Dude,
like endless
we went-
flat. So nice.
We saw
we went at a pretty
two.
good time.
We saw two
That
little
was great.
gators in the water.
There's a couple
And-
gators.
Yeah, and then a bunch of pelicans.
Fuck, dude. I wish you guys could have
Pelicans.
seen that castle because it's really cool. Like it was built by like an architect or not an architect, like a sculptor and an artist, like a husband and wife in like
Ooh.
a long
That
time
would've
ago.
been-
So it's
yeah.
all like massive windows for natural light, and like if you go into like this massive like borderline cathedral hall, and like that was like their dining room. It's insane to see inside.
We would have seen it if we had, woken
Been
up
there
like
at
normal
noon.
people.
Not
Yeah,
woken
it
up at
closed
2
at
a.m.
No,
noon.
because by the time we woke up, it was already like 2 hours late, and the place
Mhm.
was like 40 minutes away. So we would have had to have waken up like 4 hours earlier.
Yeah, like a normal person would.
at 10 at 10 in the
10?
afternoon 10 in the morning.
What the
Not
fuck?
getting drunk and smashing.
Who does
Finn.
that?
Never would never.
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm getting fucking liquored up at 6 a.m.
Okay,
Doing
so what else-
shotguns on
what
the
else did
balcony.
we do day 2? We because we had IHOP, then we went and did the nature stuff.
And
then we
after
went home.
after the hike, we went to Greg's house. Remember?
Didn't we get more?
Oh, we got cookout and then brought
Yeah,
it
I
to
was
Greg's
gonna
house.
say, didn't we get cookout a second time and then went to Greg's
Yeah.
house and we swam for a while?
We had cookout every day we were there.
Dude,
As we should have.
We
It was
really
a
did,
good
man.
option.
So
It was
There were
super
better
cheap and
options, but
very
okay.
good.
Greg's pool is so fucking sick. It's so sick.
Oh, when I went home on the flight, this is gonna be something for Kieran. There was a Shake Shack in the
Fuck yeah!
in
Did
the
you get it?
airport. No,
Fuck you.
the
Fuck
line
you.
was way too long.
Okay, yeah, because it's so good. Because it's the best burger.
I got there. I had like an hour left before my flight, and I was like, I'm gonna look at the food places, and there was a Shake Shack, but the hour looked like the line looked like it was gonna take an hour.
Yeah.
So, but it was all like new age decorations and everything like that. It was pretty cool. I
will
almost
vouch
took
for
a
Shake
picture of
Shack.
it, but my phone was dead.
Um,
I was gonna take a picture of it
Do you
and
not-
send it to you.
Dude, I panic if I don't have my phone charged on planes. I'll like charge it on the flight just to make sure I
I
have
just
it.
took a nap. I took a nap.
Dude, I was fucking that's kind of like when we got screwed by that one Zaxby's because we went on fucking Sunday and it was closed.
That was
Dude.
day two.
Yeah,
That
we
was
went
day two,
back
right?
the
Yeah,
next
that was
day.
day 2.
When I went to the airport when I was leaving, my flight got delayed by like 4 hours, and it canceled my next flight because of layover.
Oh.
So I was like, no,
Yeah.
fuck that, because the next available flight was 16 hours, so it'd been a 16-hour layover. And I said, no, fuck that. Greg, turn around and come pick me up. So Greg came back and picked me up,
Yeah.
and they had gone to Zaxby's and gotten Zaxby's. And I was like, I want Zaxby's, and we went to Zaxby's, and they fucking closed right before we got
Aw.
there.
It closed 30 like
Their
the
chicken's
30-minute
so good,
window.
though.
I was so pissed off, dude. I was so mad. So we just went
Yeah.
through fucking McDonald's. And I was pissy. I was so pissed.
The McDonald's isn't even like a replacement for Zaxby's. Like
It's really
Zaxby's is like
not.
salty and a little gross to me,
I
but
wish
like compared to
I love
McDonald's,
Zaxby's.
I wish I got to try Zaxby's.
It was actually
not
really
get
good,
to.
honestly.
Zax sauce is good as fuck though. It's like
Mhm.
not
So
quite
it was,
Chick-fil-A sauce, but
Who the fuck is Zach?
Finn and Cass left by car, and then Brandon had left as well. So it was just me and Greg chilling there, like, and Brandon, who had a short flight, managed to go all the way home and join Discord while I was still at Greg's
Yeah.
house, and I was in Greg's room on Discord talking to them before my
Yeah.
flight, and then we had to go
Yeah.
pick Mydos back up after 4 hours.
Yeah, so alright, so backpedaling to day 2.
Again.
It was it was
God.
pretty much IHOP, which is fucking so fun. It felt like a little family feast. We went on the hike, fucking swimming at Greg. Alright, so Greg, yeah, I want to talk about Greg's fucking sick ass pool and the shit we did. So can we hey Kieran, could we overlay that video of so we chucked Finn in the pool.
Let's
Yep.
go.
So
I think that was day
DJ
3,
spin the
wasn't it?
track.
That was day 3. We threw him in the pool,
was it?
right?
Oh, that was day 3. Yeah, but that alright.
It's still Greg's pool.
Yeah.
Kind of looked
Greg's
like we were about to slow roast him, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah,
right at the
you all were
beginning of the
holding him
clip. It looked
suspiciously
we
close to
were
that
gonna,
fireplace.
throw him
I was
into
like
the
trying to get
fire
everyone to
pit.
start moving, and then no one like moved at first. We just lifted him up really awkwardly.
Yeah,
I was
and
like,
then
"Are we gonna?"
and then
move
we
or
were
not?
gonna throw him into the pool, but instead Greg's dumbass just jumps in with him. So we all fell into the pool with Finn in our hands instead of actually just tossing him in.
You think Greg and Finn might have collided there just so that you guys really, you guys all got fucked?
We played like this like floaty
Collusion.
beer pong
Collusion.
game. Where we had these
Oh,
like
yeah.
buckets.
Oh wait, so Greg had this fucking big ass heated pool, and it was so sick because there's like this netting enclosure, so there's no bugs, so you just like do dumb shit and not worry about like mosquitoes. So fucking Parker's over here doing goddamn like twists in the air, like flying. Next, Spider-Man.
Peter Parker, Peter. Yeah,
Sexual innuendo there,
backflips,
Picked up
backflips, and
Pepper.
everything. Just just vibing.
Parker is trying to be Parker. I better look at that.
Dude, I
Parker's
felt
Peter?
I wanted
felt-
to teach everyone how to do a flip, but that didn't start.
No, I was just face planting into the pool a bunch of times.
Oh, so yeah, we played that floating beer pong game. It's like bucket ball, and So I was on the shallow end because the deep end is like
And I was over there treading water
Yeah.
the whole time.
if you're in the deep end as a 5'7" individual, I mean the deep end, like I could stand like on my toes and like be a bit over the water, but it's a little hard to play in the deep end. So I'm in the shallow end and it's not too hard. And then they threw me and Parker in the deep end and we were like playing in the fucking deep water, and then it's like it was
It's
like
and Isaiah that were in the shallow end, just standing
Oh,
like
yeah.
towering.
No, it was me and Cass.
Oh, it was you and
I was gonna
Cass,
say it
yeah.
was him. I'm pretty sure it was him and Cass.
Yeah, it was
Oh, yeah,
the
Greg
two
was in the hot tub.
6'1"
No,
guys, and then the 2 5'7" guys were in the
Yeah.
He still beat you though.
Yeah, to be fair,
Easy
I was playing
dub.
with Cass.
Easy club.
So hella fun at Greg's fucking house, dude. Such an dude. Back to his parents, so sweet. We couldn't get pizza, like order pizza, the one night. So his parents had come home. They like made us a pizza. They fucking brought out. They brought out like cookies and stuff, apple pie,
And mozzarella sticks. They had
mozzarella sticks.
onion
Uh,
rings. They had
cheese, like queso and chips and salsa, and
Oh my god,
That's genuinely very sweet.
it was so nice.
Parker, the pizza boy, didn't eat any of the pizza because he was being a
Oh,
picky
yeah.
pizza boy.
No, my stomach had been screwed. I barely even ate the cookout we had earlier that day too.
Yeah, it's because you ate
I was
cookout
just-
for 2 days in a row, dude. I can tell you exactly why. It's cookout. Like, that's
Dude,
expected.
cookout is so good though. It's
It's
like
good.
$9 and you're just like full. It's like what?
No, I had the
Sweet.
chicken
Yeah,
waffles
Greece is
earlier.
pretty
And I was like,
filling.
so full.
Yeah, I got 2 burgers, 2 corn dogs, a drink, and like fries, and it was like $9.
You get good value, which is why I said it's great for drunk college students.
Dude, fucking seeing Parker. Oh, so we on day 3 is when we actually did like real attractions. We went to mini golf, like late in the day, mind you.
Mhm.
Like, we were like the last group. I'm pretty sure for mini golf. Well, not like the last group, but like
They're open until
They-
like
they're
midnight,
like-
so you guys are probably fine.
No, it was
but-
pretty. It was
We
pretty
were like,
late
we
when
had 4
went.
things planned. We're like, all right, we're gonna get these 4 things done, and we're gonna get up at 2. We should have easily enough time to get that done. We got up at 2:30, didn't leave until like 4.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
was
we were-
real
Got
scuffed.
there at like
To be fair,
5:30.
we were
We
doing things until 4.
did maybe a
o'clock.
third of the stuff we wanted to do.
Like,
but-
I
Still
can't
fun.
even
Still so
remember the
fun.
first 3 holes of mini golf. To be honest.
Dude,
Are you guys like
Apparently I
actually
had
counting
all
score,
inside
or were you
the
guys just
building
kind of fucking around?
before
No,
we
yeah.
counting
So
score.
I have
It's not a
pictures of the
scorecard, right
scorecards.
here.
Here, you can put them on the screen now.
Oh,
Yeah, there you
scorecards.
go. So, dude, these guys are so lame. I used like a fun name, and then we had Parker use like his handle. Fucking Isaiah. I think Isaiah used like Mydos. Like Finn was like Finn, and Cass just Cass, and I was Sir Comes a lot.
Comes a lot.
Sir
Ayo.
Comes a
There
lot.
it is.
There you
It
go.
is.
You know, I did
yes.
awfully. I'm pretty sure I did the worst, but it was
Really?
fun.
You
I
did
had
the
fun.
worst.
Yeah, I was awful. I was
But-
awful.
I couldn't even like hold my head up while we were starting, and apparently I got a hole in one on the second hole.
Yeah. So wait, that was
There was
Wait.
like 3 hole-in-ones I got robbed of because
Mhm.
it was like ring around and then just nah.
Yeah.
um
I think I got multiple hole in ones. I got 4 hole in ones while we were there. Parker
yeah, it was
got
nuts.
1, and Brandon got about as many 5s as we got 2.
Yeah, I got the most points I won.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
High score.
losers. Highest score, dumb. Why would you think getting lower makes you win?
Yeah. So that was a cool ass mini golf place too. It was like you would like just go up these stairs and then there would just be a platform and that was the mini golf hole and then you go up again.
Yeah,
To
that
be
was
fair, like
fucking
I
nuts.
ended up losing to Parker by 3 points, but on the last hole, the
I
last
didn't
hole
get a
he
single
ended
hole in
up-
one.
Yeah, no, you got 1. But the last hole,
did
he
I?
got 2 shots less than I did because I tried to hit his ball with my ball.
You
And I
played the revenge
missed.
game and it didn't work out.
Small
I
brain.
missed, so I ended up taking an extra 3 strokes when he just hit it in 1, and that's where he beat me up.
So we did mini golf, and then we went to the bounce house.
Yeah,
right?
we went to. It was called Rock and Jump, which is.
Yeah.
I was surprised
go-
to see that that's what it was because that's the same company that took over the place right near my house.
I want to go back to the mini golf real quick. Do you guys remember that hole I hit way too hard and it bounced off of 2 walls? Like I just smacked the shit out of the ball. It bounced off of the side of the cave into another wall and landed back on the
Yeah.
course.
And you
Yeah,
still did better on that hole than I did.
That's like where the vending machine was on the side.
It went, and then landed back on the course. That was like hole number 3.
I was so afraid of hitting the ball in the fucking water, dude. I was so not about
You know they
it.
don't give a shit, right? They'll just give you another ball. It's like,
Well, no, like, this trek to go back and get another ball because you would hit the ball and travel the course. So I'd have to walk back through the course where all these people are golfing.
Up and down all the steps. There was
Yeah.
like multiple.
So I was like really not trying to lose the ball, and motherfucker Parker over here like playing with the ball in his hand while we're on this like elevated like platform, and there's like a drop off. Like we're talking, it's like a 1-story drop, like over a story drop. And Parker's playing with this ball, and then his mini golf ball, and it falls down, rolls through the fence, and is perched on the other side of this like fucking over 1-story drop. And Parker
maybe
goes,
a foot gap on the other side of this, like basically as tall as I am, fence, and I had to hop the fence, scale it, land on the other side,
not
like
fall
a
off.
foot gap with this wall sheer drop of over a foot. Just grab the ball. I'm like, don't worry, guys, I'm chilling. And I hop back over.
absolutely nuts. I was like freaking out because like it's a far drop and there's nothing to land on except like this fucking AC unit. So
Just land on the ground. Hopefully there's a bear trap.
what?
No.
I feel like that's a quote. So we did the rock and jump, and that was like Parker, you were in your element there.
He really was.
Parker does that shit pretty often.
I
Dude.
was
Yeah.
there should be some video. I think Finn might have had a video. We can message him. Overlay just me just backflipping consecutively. Right there.
You're
if
making
we
this
have
editing
it.
hell for me. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have so much fun. This is
Yeah.
the story time.
No,
Luckily, we're
you know,
recording
just-
this on a Wednesday, and it's not going to be up until a Sunday, so I have time. It's not like last episode.
There
which
was this
Friday to Sunday.
there was this balance beam in the middle that you had 2 sticks and you were trying to knock each other off. And so like we were having a lot of fun. Like it was like this tournament of us trying to knock each other off. And I ended up going against Finn, and I walk out onto the balance beam. Unbeknownst to me, Parker just like fucking sprint jumps off and tries to tackle me off the
sprint jumped
side.
maybe
RKO.
it was like a 5-foot jump to come back and like try and RKO you into the
And he
foam.
missed. Like he got me and then fell. And I didn't come down with him until I started laughing and fell off of my own laughter. Like man just like slaps into me and falls.
Yeah.
You know, he still
I didn't get the
accomplished his
second hand
goal.
on, so the first hand was just like a bitch slap across the face from behind, and then I just fell backwards into the foam. I was like, I see.
And then I just started laughing, and like one of my legs slipped off while I was laughing. So one leg was still on the balance beam, and the other one was in the pit.
That was great.
But
Dude,
let me tell you what, as a big guy, getting out of those ball pits or the foam pits and out of the bag traps, it felt like I was getting out of a pool made out of syrup. Like I couldn't move. It was terrible. I hated it. It was scary. I felt claustrophobic.
Fucking, I just threw myself out. But I won that tournament, by the way, when
Yeah.
because on that beam you have to you hold these fucking big ass what are they even called? It's like foam like
They have 2 handles.
Logs?
They're really,
Yeah.
really long.
yeah, like foam logs or something. Like batons. And you would like,
Yeah.
knock each other off into the like foam pit. And I'm much smaller than them. So, you go for the legs, and that's how I got people out.
Brandon was like letting go with one hand and bitch slapping people with
Hell
it. to
yeah,
try and
dude.
get them off.
Once everyone
It's a tool now.
started to move on, I was like, "Ayo, Cass, let me get one against you. I haven't done it yet." And he pushes like we get into the center. We're just like neutrally pushing each other. I start to fall off one way because he like clipped the baton and I lost it. I let go with the opposite hand, like backwards spun, flicked it like this as I fell off, decked him across the face, and knocked him in the foam pit. Like, so we both fell at the same time because I like spinning backhanded him.
What it sounds like is you guys
In
played
the
a
face.
real life version of Wii Sports Resort swordplay, and
Yes.
okay.
Basically.
Yes, that is the best comparison you could have made.
When we played
Dude,
dodgeball,
it was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I had, because the handles were like side, so I would like just take the handle and just fucking whack them with the other end. See, I'm small, so I'm using the reach. Yo, I gotta get that wingspan. You know.
Being short has the advantage of also being like having a low center of gravity, right? So you can just go like stay on the beam.
My balance, yeah, it was really easy for me to just stay on the beam.
Is it, you said dodgeball?
Sounds,
Is it like
Yeah, we
a
played
like
dodgeball.
arenas?
yeah, it was
And then
the
these two
trampoline pads.
little kids decided to start playing with us, and they would just gather all of the balls into the corner.
Oh
And
yeah,
no one else
it
would
would
have
it
a
would be like
ball.
me versus those two left, and then I would just start kicking them all to their side and letting them throw them at me.
Okay, it's
like
give 'em
I
a
tried
chance,
to
I
catch
guess.
them, and then I like if I whiffed one, they would be like, "You just lost to a 12-year-old."
Yeah, that's just so dumb.
Yeah,
You
like
think they
I
played
walked up.
Fortnite?
I walked up and grabbed a ball, and one dude, like one of the kids, picked up two, and then used his foot and kicked the ball out of my hand so his brother could get it. And I was like, "What an asshole!
What the
12-year-old
fuck?
kid's a douche."
No, I'm not
I would've
saying
hit him
that
with the
any
fucking
kids
TK,
deserve
bro.
a curb stomp, but those kids sound like could have deserved a curb
Oh
stomp.
no, dude! The employees were talking about the kids. He was like, "Those are the kids who don't listen," and I was like, "Ah,
I see.
And you're letting them play
I see.
dodgeball with us. Thank you. It's fucking.
they're fucking kids. Let them do whatever." Homeboy fucks up his arm. He fucks up his arm.
There was a point when I did throw a serious one. I'm pretty sure I curveballed someone in the face with a ball, and I was like, "All right, that's all I needed." Got my anger out.
You get the little 50 plus 50 headshot bonus.
Damage multiplier.
So
Spectacular.
I want to get into the little marijuana escapades we did.
That's-
Wait, hold
big
on.
little-
We gotta go. Wait, what else did we do first before we get to that?
What did we do? We
We
went back to the
Yeah, we started watching TV
We had-
at Greg's house.
Oh yeah, we hung out at Greg's house pretty much until we left, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. We went from Greg's house to the every time we left Greg's house we went to the hotel.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Don't want to forget anything.
Yeah. Hung out at Greg's house every day, swimming. Then back to the hotel room for some fucking shenanigans.
When you got back to the
So-
hotel room, did anybody try weed for the first time? You know, like,
So when I got to Myrtle, I had bought a dab rig. I bought a torch, all the stuff to take dabs with, except a carb cap. We'll get to that. Forgot a carb cap, but I had ordered prior, like 2 weeks prior, about a quarter. Yeah, it was a quarter of like Delta 8 diamonds to Greg's house and our little tub of edibles.
you want to explain what D8 is real quick? Given South Carolina's very strict marijuana laws.
Very true. So Delta 8 is it's a chemical derived from like the hemp plant, and it's more psychoactive than CBD, but less psychoactive than THC. So it's like diet weed is the best way I can explain it, and it's federally legal. And
it's
all 50
basically the
states.
same chemical compound as THC. It's just got one of its little things is a little bit different.
It attacks the
typical
same receptors
yeah.
as well. So, I mean,
Mhm.
a lot of the effects are the same, but toned down.
Yeah.
You need more of it to get the same amount of high.
Typical THC is the Delta 9 strain of THC, and
Yes.
this is the Delta 8 strain of THC.
And
is legal
thanks
in
to a
all
little loophole in the Farm Bill,
Yeah,
it is legal
It is.
everywhere except states that specifically have it fucked.
yeah, New York and like 2 others,
Hmm.
but
Utah.
so I was,
Damn Mormons.
Damn, more.
I was giving everybody dabs because I consume marijuana on a regular basis, so I my tolerance is very high. So Delta 8 doesn't really do it for me. So I was just giving everyone dabs.
Can I explain how little it does it for you? So
Yeah,
Brandon,
go
the
for it.
first time that he got the same Delta 8 edibles that I got a tub of them, and then proceeded to eat the entire fucking tub.
It was
It was
500
500
milligrams.
milligrams. And you felt good, like you felt high from
Yeah.
it. But so I take 25 and I get to like a level of high that is almost uncomfortable, and I take 50 and I sleep. 500 and I would be literally dead. That is 10 times more than I've taken 75 at once, and that was like a cap for me. I don't really feel like I need to go past that. So Brandon has taken 10 times my normal dose and felt just pretty good.
Yeah.
That's how fucking
Yeah, nice buzz.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really smoking too much of the Delta 8. I was just giving the homies. So I got Mydos like stoned as fuck every single day. That shit was lit.
He would just lay down and just kind of like
Fall
stare.
asleep.
No, I wasn't
Pass out.
asleep. The thing was, I was
Oh.
conscious, like, and I was aware of everything that was going on. Silent the entire time, and I would flutter in and out of keeping my eyes open and keeping my eyes closed. But they would say, "Hey, Zay, you all right?" And I go,
Yeah.
On DA, I get these like insane internal hallucinations when I close my eyes.
Yes,
and
you
it's dark.
tried to-
It's
that's what
fucking
you tried
awesome.
to flip us off, and it took you like 3 minutes just to get your
Yeah.
finger up.
Yeah, I was talking shit
know, and
to
it was, like,
Isaiah,
the
and he was just
shittiest-
like,
and I was like, and I looked over, and he was looking away, and I was like, Brandon, you better fucking look at me. This took all of my mental power, and it was like, this. It's like,
It was the
So-
thought that counted, right?
yeah. So dab rig, and Parker had agreed to take edibles. So I gave him one edible the first night we were there, and nothing. Did absolutely nothing for him. Second night, he took 2. Nothing again. Did nothing. Third night, he took 2. Wait, it was 2 from the one pack.
Yeah, we
Nothing.
took
Yeah, you
2 from the
determined
same
that-
one.
One of them was
And
a
Yeah,
dud,
this is
right?
all from the same tub of gummies.
Didn't feel a thing, and then we were thinking maybe that is
Tub is bunk.
just bad because some who else took one from that
I
didn't
did
feel much.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
took
and-
one
and you didn't
before
feel
we
much
went on
from
the
it.
hike, and I didn't feel anything.
But
Yeah.
Finn had taken one and got fucked up.
It's weird how that works.
So
Yeah.
I have a friend who like straight doesn't get affected by D8, only D9.
To be fair, I took one from the other tub too, and I didn't feel anything from that one either.
But
Funny.
Parker could not get high on the one tub. He ate 2 from the other tub of health. It was like Hellfire or something.
Mhm.
I think I took second night. I think I took one from it from the Hellfire. It didn't feel anything. Then the third night, you were like, "Hey, just if you really want to get the experience and feel it, take a dab."
Yeah.
And
I
then
had suggested you take a dab. You want to tell
Now-
us how that went?
now you want to gauge the scale of that because I don't know how big it was at all.
It was not a large dab. It was very, very small. We're talking like, yeah, it's like a pinch if you were to put into dab form.
So
Like
compared
one
to
quick
like
little-
the dabs you normally take 1 or 2 of before the podcast, it was like
You would have to take like fucking 10 of those
Okay.
to be like one normal dab.
got it.
Yeah.
So-
So, did that.
Enough for sure to get
Yeah.
him high.
Did that. Coughed for like an hour. Just straight up fire. Just felt like fire. That's all it felt like.
It feels
And
like you
then-
like have a cactus inside of your lungs.
It's
It
hard
was-
to take
it was
deep
painful.
breaths or
Well,
like
that was the first
any
time you've ever
meaningful
inhaled
breaths.
anything other than fucking oxygen or helium.
So, never doing that again.
Yeah.
Didn't feel a thing from that.
Which is
Really?
unheard of, by
That's
the way.
fucking
Like-
insane, dude.
Waited like 20. Well, it was like 30 minutes. And then
Yeah. Oh no, it was like 45 to like an hour, like where we were just like, nothing, still nothing.
That's
No.
fucking
And then
crazy.
I was
That's-
just coughing for like an hour. My eyes got really red, which
Probably
was
from-
partially from them watering so much from
Yeah.
coughing so much, but also just I think it probably did affect me, but not like I didn't feel shit. It was
Yeah.
just like physically.
Oh, yeah, and then that's when you took 2 of the Hellfires. That
Yes.
third night. Yes, you took
So
2.
then I took 2.
He took 2 of the Hellfires, and this is Isaiah's fucking passed out during this
dead,
time.
yeah, I'm
Greg
dead.
is passed out. Cass is passed out. And it's
It's
me,
me and
Finn, and Parker. We're all sitting on one bed, and we're playing slapjack after Parker had eaten these two gummies.
Because I was like, I still haven't been able to use the cards we brought to play a card game.
Dude, it was so cute. Greg, Parker would look at fucking Greg and Isaiah just being all stoned, and he's like, how come I don't feel like that?
That's so sad. Okay, but like a dab and multiple edibles should have gotten you somewhere. Like that's insane to me that you didn't feel anything off those
You
first.
should have been Isaiah the first night, passed out on the fucking ground.
I legitimately
No,
just passed the fuck out on the floor.
All
That
it
was my
did
$75
was like
experience.
it raised my mood like a pretty decent
Have you ever
amount.
taken
But like
CBD?
That
Okay.
CBD does nothing. Though.
Literally nothing.
Well,
ever.
no, like CBD can have like the sort of like mood raising effect, but like not the psychoactive effect. Would could have just had like 4 fucking CBD edibles and unfortunately got switch batches.
Now, the only thing that I thought was weird was Finn popped open a Truly, and I was exaggerating it because I thought it was fucking hilarious, but he like straight up rolled his eyes as he popped it open. And I was so like, that was the thing that made me probably the most giggly out of anything, as I watched him like roll his eyes as he opened a Truly. And he was like, I have no idea what you're talking about, man.
Dude. So, while we're playing slapjack, all right, Parker, you went to the bathroom because you had said like after you eaten them, we waited like an hour, and you're like, you don't really feel it. You went up to go to the bathroom, and then you came and sat back down, and you had this fucking shit-eating grin on your face, and you were like, I think I feel it now.
I was like, finally, man. Finally. Yeah.
He's like, I think I feel it now.
Yeah.
So all right. So we were playing slapjack on the bed. Parker has now come back to the session, and he is fucking adequately stoned. And so, for those of you who don't know, slapjack, you're like pretty much placing down cards until a jack comes up. And as soon as a jack is played, you have to slap the pile of cards. And if you get it, you take that pile and like you essentially want to collect all the cards. And if you're out, you can still slap cards to like get back in. So as me, Finn, and Parker playing, Parker had gotten out, and it's down to me and Finn, and we're playing. And Parker's like just sitting there watching, and then all of a sudden, like, Finn puts down a card, and before Finn even like moves his hand, Parker slaps the deck like he was ready. He like knew the card was coming, and we were just like, "What the fuck?" And he's just like, he like knew.
I just started laughing, man.
He like took the pile, and like Parker was back in the game, and we're just like, "What the fuck?" And like Parker would get out, and Finn would be like playing, and Parker would be like, "Watch this, it's coming up." He's like 2 cards, and then Finn's like, "Oh my god!" He's like, He's like 1, 2. Parker didn't even slap it. He's like, "I'm not even gonna slap it."
Parker unlocked all his brain, man. That's
and the best part was it got to a point because I had called so many that I would call one and then have one of you guys accidentally slap to pull, which would mean you'd have to play a penalty card and put another card down on the pile, and then like a card later I would just be like JK, and then I would take the cards.
Dude, he was on some like 900 IQ. Like I was losing my shit because he like unlocked 10% more of his brain. I was like, all right, he's gonna start making shit levitate. Yeah, it was like,
I think
boosty.
if the two of you were not high, it would have been easy to see through my ruse.
I wasn't that high though. I was drunk as fuck.
Well, yeah.
that might be actually better for his case.
But like, yes, every single time I would be like, all right, 3 cards, bop.
Yeah.
Or like I just started leaning back because I was just like chilling, watching you guys play. I was like, I think I was at the point where it was like I was in between wanting to play and just wanting to watch you guys play, and I was just like laughing the whole time. I thought it was the most funny thing ever.
That was hella fun, dude. I don't know how the fuck. Well, I do know how you did that because Finn didn't shuffle his fucking cards. Oh my god!
I think I did it to your deck too, even after you shuffled like a couple times, but that was later into the game.
So
Fucking.
Parker, did you enjoy the experience as a whole? Like, I know you don't want to do it again. That's fine.
Yeah.
But as a whole, did you enjoy it?
Good experience. It was fun. Not something I would do again.
Yeah, it's fair.
Just
Fair.
I just wanted
Are you
to
glad
have
that you
the
tried it?
experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what it was like. That's all.
It's a positive experience then.
Yeah.
Taking a harder drug, especially psychedelic drugs, you got to remember that it's an experience. It's temporary. Like, you do a lot of shit just for the experience of it, and see what happens.
I don't think Parker's.
Oh yeah,
taking
Parker, you want to do?
mushrooms anytime soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Parker, you want to do DMT anytime soon? Let's talk to
my
God.
fucking god! Talk to
Imagine
aliens,
Parker
bro.
on DMT.
I would die.
Damn. Yeah, the
I
trip.
feel like
Wait, go ahead.
the best part of the whole trip for me was the last day, because like my flight got canceled, so I ended up coming back to Greg's house, and I stayed the night at Greg's house. Was waking up that morning after I had gone to bed, and Parker and Greg were both not in the house. It was just me and Greg's parents.
How do you explain? You're like,
Wait.
Wait, where the fuck is Greg?
Greg had taken
Wait, I forget
Parker
what we
to
did.
the airport.
Oh yeah.
oh, okay.
Greg had taken
Oh
Parker
yeah,
to the
because you
airport.
had to come back and wait for like 16 hours.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay, I remember now,
So
yeah.
I went back, and so I get up, and like I'm just sitting on the couch, like this is not my home. I am here. My friend is not, and Greg's dad is on the phone in his office, and Greg's mom just walks out, looks over, and he's like, "Hey, Isaiah, you're awake." And I was like, it's so awkward. She's like, "Do you want something to eat?" So I got up and I went out there to talk to her. And then Greg's dad just walks out and he starts chatting with me. And I was like, "Man, these two are the greatest human
I
beings
know.
I've ever met."
At
Like they
least-
were so hospitable. It was amazing.
Yes.
Like they were like, "Yeah, well, what did they make? They made breakfast, and it was just me there. It was just me there. Greg wasn't there. Parker wasn't there. So they made breakfast for me and them, and I ate breakfast with them. And then Greg shows up like 20 minutes later, and he was like, "Oh, Isaiah, you're awake." And I was just sitting there talking to his parents.
Dude, so hospital. Oh my god, I
Mm.
fucking love his parents, dude.
They were like, "Come back anytime," and I was like, "Fuck, I will."
Yeah, I'm
We're all
literally
taking
an hour and a
vacation
half
just
away.
to see you
There was-
guys.
there was,
Shit.
like,
Yeah. Greg can stay in his room the whole
2 or
time.
3
It's
different
fine.
times when we would just walk into the kitchen and then we would just talk for. I think we talked for like at least an hour each time, just because they were just so like nice to talk to.
I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense. Greg's a great person. Like,
They learned
genuinely just
where
a good
everyone
person.
was from, and they were talking to everybody about where they were from and their experiences they had and the places that they were from, and they
Yeah.
like remembered it too. Like it wasn't like they just like talked
Very
about it once,
personable,
but
I
like
think is the right word.
it's like weird to meet genuinely good people or like genuinely nice people like that. It's like, oh, this is change of pace.
Oh, it's crazy because they were from like where I'm from.
Yeah.
Like Greg has like had family like in my like town, so it's like when I was talking about like where I lived, they're like, "Oh yeah, like isn't there like so and so like right around the corner?" I'm like, "Yeah, like you literally know where I live." It's like that's so crazy, and it's such a small world.
Mhm.
Like you came from the same place I was at.
Dang.
Like those people are cunts.
What the fuck happened to you guys? Like,
Yeah, what?
you'll get dropped or something? What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck, angels? So
oh, the best part.
Oh, good.
The best part that they did was when they came out and turned on the fireplace and then brought us all that shit to make s'mores.
So make s'mores.
They
That's what I was
brought
going
us
to mention.
stuff
Is
to
when we
make
threw
s'mores.
in the pool, we had been making s'mores.
Yeah, because she brought out this like, little kit that she had that had all these like stickers in it,
Skewers.
whatever the heck they're called, skewers, and marshmallows and chocolate and graham crackers, and was like, make some s'mores on the tabletop campfire.
Why does
It
this
was
give so
cool.
much more context to Greg as a person? Like
It really
it makes a
does, you
lot
know?
of like,
Right?
yeah.
And I cannot tell you how strange it was to walk into Greg's room and to see it. I was like, man, I've seen this from a different angle my whole life. And we were all like squatting down, looking at the camera, trying to figure out what the angle of
Oh,
his
yeah.
camera was. And we were like,
His
this doesn't
door-
make sense. It just doesn't
Okay,
make sense.
So I was looking at because I'm studying to be an architect, so I was looking at his room from like a really strange standpoint of why the fuck is his door not 6'8", but rather 8+ feet.
Mhm.
His room was like at least 10 foot tall, which
Yeah.
everyone was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because somehow in his camera, like the focal length of his camera makes the room look almost normal, and he sits close enough to it, and like the background's so separated that it looks like it could be like a little taller than a normal room, but not that much taller. Like,
Yeah,
same with the
I stood in
door.
the
Brandon, do you have
background
that
and I
picture
looked
of
like I
us
was
over
half
there?
the size of the door. And then that was when I was like, oh man.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Brandon should have a picture of all of us standing in Greg's room. That
We're just
somebody
gonna send
took.
Kieran all the
Yeah,
pictures.
send
and
Kieran
Yeah.
all the
Yeah, once
put
again,
these up as a
fuck all of you
slideshow,
for what I have to do later.
Oh yeah.
Me and Cass are 6'1", right? And we are dwarfed by these doors. Like it looks like we're 5'7" and the rest of them are 5'2". Like,
Now you
it looks
understand
like
how we
we're
feel.
so small in comparison to this room. It's crazy.
It was great.
The
I'm
one
saying
thing that I
is
will say,
me and Greg were watching some Netflix and we were chilling in his bed. What's up?
the one thing I will say is that while I love Greg, Greg is one of my favorite people. He's a homie. Never, ever in your life do you ever want to be stoned with him sitting in your peripheral vision, because he will haunt your nightmare.
He's doing all this like fucking signs, like
Yeah,
while
he has fucking
chanting.
crib signs I have to blur on
He would look at me,
podcasts. Like,
and like the thing is, because I have ADHD, right? And so when I had the Delta 8 in my system, like my brain shut off, and that was like amazing. My brain finally wasn't actually picking up everything in the room. So Brandon, like normally I can hear everybody talking and hear all of the words that are said in a room regardless. I can hear 100 conversations at the same time and I can pick up all the words, but I couldn't hear anything. Like Brandon was 6 feet away from me chatting with Finn, and I had no idea what
just
the fuck he
tunnel
was
vision
saying.
done like
And
your hands or some
it
shit.
was, like my hands. Like honestly, I was looking at my hand. It was so nice to just like not have a brain that was functioning. And Greg would look over and he would start talking to me, and it was like this ethereal form in the side of my vision that was talking to me. I was like,
The
Greg,
light is giving you messages.
I would
It's not Greg.
I would look right at Greg and I'd be like, Greg, shut the fuck up.
You'd just be chanting too. You don't know what the hell he's saying.
No, there are several occasions of me getting in a call with Greg on my own and like fearing for my life.
Dude, it's so funny when Greg throws up the fucking set. When you see him do it IRL, it's even better.
He's one of the most genuinely funny people I have ever met in
I
my
love Greg
life.
so
But he
much.
is terrifying whenever you're not fully there.
So I think I have to make a compilation clip of, well, two compilation clips. One of you guys just complimenting Greg's parents, because like clearly you had to send that to him, make him know how appreciative you guys are. And the other one's just us complimenting Greg, because we've done it on every podcast now. Like genuinely,
Yup.
every single podcast that Greg has gotten mentioned, even passively, it's just nothing
Dude,
but good
and
things.
it makes so much sense. Like
Yeah.
when you meet his parents, it's like when we compliment Greg, it's like, oh, I get it now. I know where he gets it from.
So do you guys
Yo.
know you guys all know the idea of when you get really high, sometimes you just get really paranoid.
Yeah.
Like there's just
Yeah.
paranoia that sets in, right? And so there were a couple of times during that trip where cause like I said, there have been several voice chats with just me and Greg where it starts to make me feel uncomfortable, where like those things would all start to click in my brain while Greg was sitting there staring at me. And I was like, this fucker invited all of us over to Myrtle Beach so that he could murder me.
Jesus Christ.
It's like I was like frozen in fear of Greg for like half an hour.
I didn't know about this.
No, it was terrifying. But the experience of me looking at because there was the bed and then there was the TV stand with the TV on it, not being able to see the depth between the TV stand and my face. Like it looked like everything was one dimensional in front of my face.
Get
And
the flat image,
Yeah,
flat perspective.
image.
Yeah.
And so my hand looked really fucking massive and all this stuff. That kind of like really outweighed the paranoia of Greg.
You're too
slitting my
busy
throat
focusing on the
while I
fact that
was
like
asleep.
everything's out of perspective. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yo.
It's like, whoa.
It's funny that we need to wrap this up kind of soon, but like that flat
Oh,
image
true.
thing, I get it. I've only ever gotten it like 2 times, and it's either when I'm fucked up on D8, or when I have a panic attack, and it's the same like weird like super flat vision. I think it's just like a weird survival mechanism of early primates to like see things
Jesus.
better, but it's like a weird 2 times to have that.
Oh yeah, no, like you could see a lot more detail than
Yeah.
you normally can. Like I could see all the individual grains.
Yeah, which
That's
makes
like
sense why
something
you'd have
you
it
just
like in a
never
panic
noticed.
attack, like especially fucking hunter-gatherer society. Like, oh shit, that's a bear. I need to see if there's more bears.
I've only felt that on like, so completely off topic.
We
So
got time. That's fine.
when you take acid, there's this beginning. It's like the beginning way you can tell. It's like onset. I call it HD vision, where you'll look at things and it looks like your brain like cranked the sharpness up. Like everything has like an outline. So like everything's like very vivid and clear. Like that is the only time I've ever experienced anything like that, where everything like sharpens up and I'm like full focus or like full aware of like everything.
It's weird. It's not like sharpness. It's more like there's no depth to anything. So everything that's even like far, like in the distance, just looks like you get the same amount of detail from it as you would something close. If that makes sense.
Oh, so like low FOV.
Kind of.
So if everything is there,
Yeah, sort of.
Like
Okay.
your peripheral vision gets cut off,
Mhm.
so all you can see is like what's right in front of you, like you tunnel vision on it. But because your peripheral vision's not working, it's like taking up less brain power, so you can see more detail.
All right.
Brains are fucking
So-
weird, man.
yeah.
On a completely unrelated note, back to the Myrtle trip.
Before I can circle back to them.
Yeah. So we mentioned before how crazy, like how not good crazy, like how bad our room was. And Brandon had said we were supposed to have a penthouse.
Yes.
Brandon managed to somehow beg them and get 2 rooms that were next to each other.
yeah.
Unfortunately, it was the 6th floor with stairs all the way up.
Yeah.
We only had 1 working bathroom out of the 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Because there was an electrical panel on the ceiling that had water leaking out of it, and so we didn't want to be in there, and we were toweling up the floor to make sure it wouldn't leak out to the beds, and then we ended up switching the TVs in the room so that we could play like Smash and Mario Kart on the 2
We never
TVs.
played Mario Kart.
Yeah, we did.
Oh no,
Yeah,
we
we did.
did. Yeah, because I finished a race with my head back like this.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that. Didn't look at the screen. You just held forward and like kind of wiggled the joystick. That was
like 8th place out of 10, and it was like my eyes were closed, my head was back, and I was joystick.
I mean, if it works, man.
yeah. So we
Hey,
had
you came in like third out of like the 4 of us.
I don't know, but it was funny as fuck. But it was because Greg fell asleep and stopped playing completely.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Never mind. With that context, yeah.
It was so cute to watch Greg get like too stoned because we'd be doing something and he'd like put the thing down like mid thing. He's like, I just lay down.
Just like, oh, I need to
"Alright,
step
whatever,
back from
so-
the situation
so-
right now.
Yeah, he would
Day
like
one.
just put down his phone, just go lay down.
Yeah,
just lay like this.
But day one, Brandon's like, "Are you hitting it?" And I was like, and then finally I was like, you know what, fuck it. So he gets me this like little baby dab, and he's like, here, have this. And so I hit it, and I'm like, I don't feel anything. You know, like I felt nothing. And he's like, okay, well I'm gonna knock you up a normal dose. You're knocked out by this. Don't blame me. And so I'm like, oh whatever. And I hit it, and I'm all right.
Yeah,
I feel
knocked
it.
out every
And
night.
I got knocked out. Knocked the fuck. That was the night that I slept on the floor, and he still only gave me like half a dab.
Dude, it was great.
Night 2 and 3.
You were on that chair, and then you're like, nah, I'm gonna be on the floor.
Yeah, I was like, nah, because I started feeling like nauseous, you know.
Mm.
So I was like, I have to lay down. But you and Greg were on one, Finn and Brandon were on the other, so we just laid on the floor.
And you had that giant box
Of goldfish.
of goldfish.
Of goldfish.
Greg
and
was
we were-
eating those like 2 weeks ago
I'm
still.
still so mad at you, Brandon. I'm still
We were supposed to get a slow-mo video of like pouring that on my
how to
head.
work the camera. That's what,
And then Isaiah pours it on my head, and Brandon goes, "Yeah, I didn't get it," and so I just had to pick up like all these goldfish out of the cushions and like on the floor,
and there was
had like
no reason.
dust in my hair for like the next day. Just
I didn't know
it
how to
smelled like a
do it.
goldfish.
The perils of
But
technology.
so then like day 3 comes around, and this is the last day we're there, and I'm just sitting in the corner like hitting this dab
Yeah.
by myself.
I hop out of the shower. It was so weird to like watch Isaiah go from I don't want to take a dab to me walking out of the shower and he's hunched over at the doorway just like trying to hit a dab. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. He's like, you want some help with that? All
Greg
right.
was trying to teach me how to do it.
Yeah. Greg got pretty good at it.
We don't have a ton of time. In fact, we're already a little over. You had mentioned that you didn't have a carb cap, and I want to know how you rectify that
Wait,
situation.
can you say that? You
didn't have a carb cap, and you had to.
Yes. Oh yeah. So me, Finn, Greg, and Isaiah were drinking Trulies the entire time, and yeah, we went to go take dabs, and I was like, oh no, we don't have a carb cap, and we just took an empty Truly can, and I just capped it with it, and it worked.
I was like, hold on, and I just went.
Yeah.
I dressed my Truly and handed it to him.
It worked.
Yeah.
That's what we used for the rest of the time.
That was the scuffest thing I've ever used, other than like a grinder for a carb cap.
Cool. Well, thank you all for telling me your Myrtle stories. Can't wait for California, where we can
So
all get fucked up,
I guess
including Parker, right?
Yeah. Well, part 2 will be California next year.
Yeah.
Part
Let's go.
70 million will be Texas because they will never come here.
Yeah, I'd rather hit.
do Texas.
I'll hit Oregon first because Oregon's fucking sick and Cass is already there.
No,
and then I'll go.
there's got to be some water parks in Texas or something.
Dallas is sick as shit. You guys really need to come to Dallas. I can show you around down. It's the like most beautiful.
Will you be
downtown
upset if
ever.
I say I'd rather go to Austin?
No, Austin's pretty cool
Yeah.
too, but Dallas is better.
Really?
Mhm.
I like at
Dallas
some point I
is
want to go to South
downtown.
by anyway. So like,
Downtown.
Okay, hold
Yeah.
on. Let's wrap this
Yeah,
up,
we
and
are
then we'll talk
absolutely
about
fucking-
this. We'll talk about this in the other Discord. So, thank you, boys, for joining me on this great episode of the Bool Zone podcast. Do you guys have anything you want to say
Kieran's
before we
been
go?
saying that he's having a lot of fun. He's gonna have a lot of fun editing this. So I just have one last thing for Kieran.
I'm keeping that in. Oh, fucking, I'm not blurring that. That's too much work.
What you got, Parker?
Thank you, Kieran, for the great editing,
Of course.
because you're gonna be swamped for a
Yes.
while. But also, Brandon, 10 out of 10 would cuddle again.
That's a rave review. You could put
Thank
that
you,
on a
everybody.
resume, Brandon.
Dude,
fucking-
listen, man.
Your next CV,
What
10
can I
out of 10.
say?
Great cuddle. Parker.
Great cuddle. All right. Thank you, guys. And see ya.
Adios.